The public awakening in Kashmir marked a legal, moral, and political defeat for the military establishment and potentially the beginning of a new chapter of freedom. As the massive protests in Azad Jammu and Kashmir Ajake between September 29th and October 4th, 2025, proved to be a grave event in Pakistan's recent internal political history. Emerging under the leadership of the Jammu-Kashmir Joint Awami Action Committee JKJAAC, thousands of people took to the streets in Muzaffarabad, Rawalakot, Kotli and Mirpur, focusing on inflation, rising electricity prices, flour shortages, and political corruption. But these demonstrations soon evolved into a political crisis that exposed the fragility of Pakistan's civil and military administrative structure. Despite having a caretaker government in a JK, decisions remain largely under the influence of Islamabad and Rawalpindi, a legacy linked historically to the regimes of General Ayub Khan 1958, General Ziaul Haq 1977, and General Pervez Musharraf 1999, who subordinated local administration to national security and military priorities, thereby hindering economic and democratic development. Administrative failure and illegal actions became glaringly apparent when the government, led by Prime Minister Chaudhry Anwar el-Haq, attempted to suppress the protests with force, with Information Minister Shaukat Nawaz Mir and Law Minister Tahir Kokar authorizing firing, arrests, and the use of anti-terrorism laws, while simultaneously imposing internet shutdowns, social media bans, and media censorship without judicial approval. These actions fall under the category of illegal and constitutional violations as they contravene Article 16, freedom of assembly, and Article 19, freedom of expression, resulting in compromised human rights reporting and depriving protesters of global attention, which former Prime Minister Sardar Tanveer Ilyas termed an attack on democratic accountability and an administrative failure. In terms of the federal and military response, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif initially underestimated the crisis and delayed negotiations, with critics arguing that the PMLN government's lethargic and passive strategy violated state responsibilities, particularly the failure to provide protection to citizens under Article 9, security of person. Meanwhile, Chief of Army Staff General Asim Munir maintained a cautious silence, and although paramilitary forces were deployed to assist the police, no full-scale military operation was ordered, a stance analysts described as a strategic retreat to avoid civil unrest or international criticism.